What's up, everybody? Don't mind me just grabbing the shirt. Oh, yeah. Folding laundry on camera. Next big thing on YouTube. Couple bumps here, guys. All right. And then gonna let everybody know. Hang on. Always on you. See her. So, has anybody else's social media been acting really weird? Um, so like, it seems like the Messenger app and YouTube have been acting super janky these last few days. I wish I had words to say, but here. Caleb, good to see you, man. Going good, going good. Just letting everybody know that we are live over here. And yeah, just chill hanging tonight, man. Alrighty. A lot there. Then. So, how's your day going, man? Dude, I appreciate it. So, like, again, YouTube is really janky. It didn't let me know you had commented on my video, and it's not letting me know that you're in the audience. Like, it's at 0 in audience. It's super weird. Even though I just saw the light go up. Thank you for that. It is so janky right now. Okay. That's up on both of those socials. Ugh. Dude, I am thankful that you are doing it and not me. I don't remember if I helped paint the church or not. I think it was Josh and John, my two brothers. They were painting the men's bathroom once, and my brother made the mistake of not taking off the wood trim. He just painted over it, and then my dad was kind of overseeing the project. And my dad came and was like, "Yeah, that's laziness. Don't do that." So I think they fixed it, but it definitely looked really, really good when they were done. This is grape juice, by the way, not the adult grape juice, but just grape juice. Guys, thank you so much for checking out the channel this month. We're sitting at like, the analytics are saying that we've had over 1,000 views to the channel this month. So thank you. Yeah, man, like if you're gonna paint, you already know because you're a painter. But like, a little ice ASMR, I guess. Dude, do you do the regular or do the diet? Oh, dude. See, I think Diet Mountain Dew is is the best, man. I really think Diet Mountain Dew is the best. It's pretty good. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, aspartame is kind of like linked to horrible things, so but man, it tastes good. I was actually talking with Case some, and I was like, uh, I was making mention. I was like, when we go live, I was going to be talking about some cereal stuff because I was like, honestly, the cereals I used to enjoy as a kid, they're not the same. Don't really enjoy them as much anymore. So like when I was a kid growing up, it was Frosted Mini Wheats. That was like one of the number one cereals in my house. There was Honey Nut Cheerios and the off-brand Fruit Loops that were made with real fruit. And every once in a great while, we would get like something like uh, the Fruity Pebbles when my brother would buy something, and he'd let us have like part of a bowl. We'd be like, oh, oh. So when since I've gotten older and I can actually afford cereal, I gotta admit, like the Reese's Puffs are okay. Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles, not my biggest jam anymore. But honestly, one of my favorite cereals ever. This is just oats and honey granola in the bag. I'm turning into such an old person. I need help. Like you get granola, you get some fresh fruit, and you put it in the bowl with some milk, and it's just like, oh my goodness. Yeah, man. It's kind of weird. Like when you're a kid, milk doesn't really hit you. And then like as you start getting older, kind of like sits in your stomach and sometimes spoils, and yeah, it's just nobody wants that. But talking about cereals, I'm curious about something. Okay, so do you want to know what the biggest, or sorry, the number one cereal in the US is? Into your guesses. I'll give you a hint. They made a lot of money. Oh, dude, yeah, Cheerios, just Cheerios. Uh, with the sales of 435.9 million in 2022, I think is when that data's from, and then 139.1 million boxes sold. That's nuts. It says as of 2022, the US cereal industry has a market size of 20 point, well, let's just say $20.6 billion. That is nuts. So there's still tons of people that eat cereal. Dude, it was so good because like dude, that's how I feel about plain Cheerios, yeah. I think they probably include all of Cheerios though, like the fruit, the cinnamon, the pumpkin spice, all that's probably in there. Um, that's nuts though. That's nuts. When I was a kid, it was more of we would eat like oatmeal and grits and stuff like that in the morning. Not together, obviously, but like You have your grits and toast and eggs and maybe some bacon or sausage, and oh, it's so good. But on those days when school was starting super slow or we needed to get going, it was like again frosted mini wheats. And oh my goodness. Speaking of cardboard, though, you made me think about something, Caleb. So, Domino's Pizza, right? Do you remember about? No, you wouldn't. Do you remember about 16 years ago? I was going to say 20, but do you remember about 16 years ago um, when Domino's kind of just tasted blah? Do you remember that? And now when you eat Domino's, it's like one of the most seasoned crusts and like so, so good. So, so good. But my mom, she used to complain about Domino's tasting like cardboard. So when we grew up, we had like grits, we had the stuff for breakfast, and then dinner my mom would normally cook. But those nights when they would like order pizza, they would order something like Papa John's. I don't remember eating much Pizza Hut as a kid other than like the book it programs with the reading. Like that was so much fun. But I still remember like being a little kid, my parents would get like a pepperoni pizza, maybe a sausage pizza, and they would sometimes do extra cheese. And when they did extra cheese, I was in love. Because when you're a little kid, again, lactose intolerancy is it's rough, but it's worth it for pizza. Oh, excuse me. Definitely, I apologize about the all the yawning. It has been a very long day, and it's been fun. Like the song that I was working on today, it was fun getting that launched. Um, it's always fun when a project, can go up quickly. That was nice. Yeah, man. I don't even remember really getting Little Caesars as a kid. I remember seeing it. If I remember correctly, my parents were kind of iffy on it. It could have just been the one we had where we were in Kentucky wasn't good. But I don't remember us getting like Little Caesars and stuff very often. I'll have to ask them and be like, hey, did you guys get Little Caesars for us as a kid? The problem was, you go to Papa John's back in the day and you drop like $25, or sorry, drop like $20 on like two pizzas, sometimes three pizzas, and there's five and sometimes six people in a house. That's not a lot of pizza at all, you know. But yeah, nowadays I generally do just like run to Little Caesars because it's a good pizza, man. The Papa John's where I'm at, they're actually hiring, which is kind of cool. I was looking at that a little bit. It also looks like they're hiring drivers. But dude, I would go from like that 220 we were talking about to like 430 in a heartbeat. Dude, I am so mad. So Jack's frozen pizza, it used to be like 250 when I first like started noticing them, right? $2.50 you could get frozen pizza, throw it in. I think around here now they're like $4, 4 or close to $5 now at Walmart. And I'm so sad. I'm so sad because it was cheap pizza I would order when I was at the fire station. And It was so much fun, man. You get the cheap pizza, you throw it in the oven, you stay like the night at the station, and even if you're staying up late and then you go home later in the night, like you just had that nice small pizza or what was left of it. It was so good. I am currently on Reverb, Caleb. I am checking out some pedals and pedal boards at the moment. So, for those that are going to watch this later, um, there is a giveaway we're going to be doing whenever we hit 200 followers on Facebook or 200 on YouTube. That's when it's going to trigger. Um, and it, depending on some things, it might be a little bit after we hit 200. We'll see. But we are going to be giving away, uh, potentially, again, making sure nothing falls through. We're going to be doing a guitar giveaway and some shirts potentially. So I have some business I'm running tomorrow where I am. Oh, dude, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm running some business tomorrow where I'm going to be checking prices on a screen printing place that's not too terribly far away, and uh, that should give me some answers to some stuff. So, worst comes to worst, if this place is not cheaper than um, this other option, then might have to order shirts from online, in which case they won't be under $10. They're looking closer to like gonna be around 13 to $14, which again is right around where Threadless is right now. So it's kind of close. So if this doesn't work out with the screening company, the screen printing company, then we're gonna still be on the search for finding a place, finding a person that can do it. Um, I'm not looking for somebody that's gonna do it dirt cheap, but my plan is to hopefully have each shirt be made for under $10 and sold for like $10 or less. My goal is about $8 a shirt that you guys could pick it up at. That would be amazing. But again, there's a lot of variables in there. For those people that are joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Definitely appreciate you guys stopping in and saying hi. Currently checking some stuff online and getting ready for some good stuff. So, yeah, the channel's growing. We're doing okay. We're doing well. Uh, just keeping our head down and doing our thing. So, there's been so much on my mind these past few days. It's kind of weird. So, generally, when I think, I won't talk a lot about like super deep things like right off the bat. I used to when I was younger. Now I tend to take time to just ponder stuff and just go over it in my head. But like I was sitting there thinking about how, when you're chasing your dream, or when you are um, trying to reach a certain spot in life, or you're trying to obtain a goal or what have you, it's so easy to get discouraged, and it's so easy to just try to give up and just stop. And one of the things I've been thinking about these past few days is just, sometimes you do need to stop. Sometimes you do need the break. Uh, but sometimes you really do just have to keep on going. Not everything is going to be easy. Not everything is going to be nice and neat, but it will definitely be worth it in the end. it'll definitely be um, it'll definitely be worth it if the effort is put into it. But you also have to know what you want out of something. So, like with this channel, YouTube channel, um, for the longest time, I didn't know what I was kind of going for with it. I was like, I'm gonna write songs and put them out in the world and become famous and tour the world and X, Y, and Z. And it's like, okay, that's a well put out goal. Well, it's admirable, but as you start pursuing your goals, sometimes you find out that's not exactly what it's not what you thought it was going to be. And you find out it's not really something that you want. So with this channel, I love songwriting. Going to keep doing songwriting, but I'm also finding out that I'm just enjoying hanging out with people online. It's kind of fun to meet up and just live chat and talk about randomness. It's kind of fun to just create stuff, create videos, create shorts, whatever it is that we do here. It's just fun. So, already in, again, about the 10 months to a year that I started taking this a lot more seriously, I've been learning a lot, been branching out in other kinds of content creation. And it's teaching me it's okay to adjust your goals. It's okay to grow, you know. Part of me is still hoping that one of these songs that I write is going to take off and that'll introduce a lot of people to my stuff and that a lot of people will like the music that they hear. But whether that happens or not, that's neither here nor there. Honestly, I'm enjoying the process and I'm enjoying exactly where we are now. Because, like, this is fun. This is what I like. Um, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. Just random thoughts. They're not always coherent, but yeah. Yeah, that's right, Caleb. Sometimes with whatever's going on, you do have to pause it and go back and fix it. Um, Sometimes you do have to, you know, set a different goal. When I was a kid, my goal was to be a pilot like my dad, but instead of piloting a helicopter, I was going to pilot jets, at least in my brain. And then I grew up and I didn't join the military. So I wouldn't be, I don't know how I go from, you know, 6'1", 220, sitting in a gaming chair to piloting a jet just like that. When I was younger, that would have been the time to like get in the Air Force, get into school, get into all that stuff. But you know what? When I was like, I want to say 12, I had already outgrown all of that. And I wasn't looking to pilot a jet anymore. I was looking to do something else, play guitar, be in a band, be like my oldest brother, all that good stuff. So I can ask you this, Caleb, because you're over 20. In the over 20 years of life that you've lived, what do you think the most important lesson you've learned has been? Also, anybody else in chat, because YouTube is acting really janky and I can't see who all's in chat. But if anybody else is with us, feel free to answer as well. In however long you've been alive, what is the biggest lesson you've learned? For me, it has honestly been stay humble. I've watched friends, I've watched family members be successful, and I've watched people be humbled. I've watched people that were so arrogant and so just full of themselves. And then, I've seen people that were actually like chill, super chill, and they were so easy to work with. You could tell they had a walk with God. You could tell like they were actually just they were the real deal. They weren't just putting on a front. And that's a big thing. That is a really, really, really important thing. Uh, Caleb, when you get the chance, go to Musician's Friend. They have a stupid deal of a day that's a guitar. It's a X Series Dinky for 250 off. It's like 350, and it looks like a radioactive watermelon. It's so cool. At least the colors do. What's over fear? So I have a friend named Aaron Michaels. He's a cool dude. If you haven't checked out his songs "Trust" and "Faith Over Fear," definitely check those out. Those are so cool, so good. But definitely have been humming a couple of his songs the past few days. Aaron, if ever you watch these, thank you for writing those songs, man. They've definitely been a big help. That's a really big lesson, Caleb. We really do pick up things from our environment very quickly, and there's been people I've met that unfortunately it cost them a lot. Excuse me, to hang in the bad circle of friends and acquaintances they had. Make sure that your friends are people that you want to emulate and people who are worth growing into and sowing into. If all of your friends are struggling financially, guess what? Chances are you're probably going to be struggling financially. If all of your friends have crippling depression, chances are you might end up with some crippling depression. We really do tend to mimic our environments and take on the characteristics of those around us. It is so odd, but it's pretty cool. It really does, Caleb. It's like a weird watermelon, or like you said, the acid pit in a cartoon villain. Oh, bro. I'm gonna send you this guitar, and did not need this because my bank account would kill me. But let me send this over to you. His face, he tried it that one. All right, sent over to you, sir. Dude, when you're young, you don't know. And that's the thing is like, when you have good or decent parents, they will sometimes try to give a heads up and say, hey, be careful. You know, they'll say, hey, be careful of X, Y, and Z. But when we're growing up, we don't really listen to them all that well, you know? There's something about growing up where you feel like you can get all the answers you need and like figure out the world on your own. And, you'll learn a lot, but you'll be learning from the school of hard knocks. Um, Several people I know that they didn't uh, have a home, a good place to grow up in. Um, Unfortunately, they're way more mature than most people their age. But then they also are just like they've learned through the school of hard knocks, and you can tell they are very, very smart. Oh, thank you, Alicia. That is so, so cool. A friend of mine, she just shared the video to falling on her Facebook, and just saw that. So if you watch these, Alicia, thank you so, so much. Guys, I really do appreciate all the shares, all the likes and stuff. I appreciate that, but just know that I also really appreciate you guys. Um, I really, really, really appreciate you guys. It's fun coming in and grabbing food and sitting and chilling for like an hour or so. Or in this case, it's probably gonna be like 45 minutes to an hour because, like I said, it's been a really long day, but it's been a good day. Dude, the Chapman Moderns, they look so cool. I've wanted a Chapman ML1 for a while. There was a ghost fret that came up in Festus, and Casey was showing me that, and it looked good. It looked like really decent condition. I think they only wanted 500 for it, which is like it seems cheap for a ghost fret. I'll say it like that. Because normally I think those guys go for like 800 or so used. So to see Ghost Fret go up for 500, it was a little tempting. Just a little bit, do some trading or whatnot, but we'll see how it goes. Um, but yeah, man, watching Rabia Masad do his thing, he honestly, he was kind of who I wanted to emulate with the ML ones, but also I've never played a Chapman before, so I don't know what they feel like. But I also been interested in Victory amps, and lo and behold, now that it's out and about, that it's a Anderton's, uh, not Anderton, a Lee Anderton, that he has stock in it. All the more, it's like, okay, this is going to be a pretty decent product then, because I don't know of anything that Anderton's has put out that has been like bad, you know. Dude, you should pick up the 7 string then. We can make some genty chugginess. Combine that with a 12 string, you'll end up with some interesting music, man. Excuse me. I understand, man. It's addicting. I'm excited for when we meet up again. I am very excited for when we meet up again because, like I said, bringing the AXL and the white PRS, I think you're gonna fall in love with the necks on those, and it's gonna be so cool. Gonna be so stinking cool. I'm just scrolling back in the message at the moment, and I'm trying to remember what day you said it is we should meet up, Caleb. Was it 18th? Like October 18th? I don't remember. I'm trying to find it. I feel terrible. I do not have a Super Strat. I used to have a Starcaster back in the day, and I loved that thing. It played so well. And then I sold it to the guy who I bought it from. I think I sold it to him, and I don't remember what I did with the money. I think what I did was I ended up selling it. I think I ended up selling the Starcaster and I bought a Dinky, I think is what I ended up doing. Because then the super cheap Jackson Dinkies had just come out. And I was like wanting to try it because there was one in matte black. And it was at the back then it was called Merle's. Now it's Met's Music. But I was so juiced. Like I was so excited when I got the Dinky. And now I've traded that Dinky because I used it to get a noise gate pedal so I could run heavy distortions and not hiss my DAW into Kingdom Come. Oh, it was good times. When I so that photo when you see the chair and you see the guitar and you see all the pedals sitting on the computer desk. Everything was up on the desk, and then I had just enough room to put the laptop just a little bit away, and then I would loop all the cables around into the audio interface into the computer. And I did not have a noise gate at the time. I had a pedal that did have one in it, but I didn't know how to work it because it was a multi-effects pedal. And so I spent so much time just like trying to figure out how to get good distorted guitar tone without overwhelming my DAW with the hiss. Because when you stop playing, you don't want to sit there and manually just click everything. And the noise gate in the DAW, I didn't know how to work. I was so brand spanking new to it all. So I want to say a couple years ago, I traded the Dinky for an MXR noise clamp. And that thing goes with me whenever I play live. And it is great. Because even in church settings, when you're running distortion and you need to like give it the berries, you can turn this pedal on, excuse me, and it'll let the note go through and even sometimes sustain just a little bit. and then it'll grab it depending on what you have it set to. It's so nice, man. It was like $80, I think. I think the pedal was like $80, and I traded the Dinky straight across for it. Could have gotten more for the Dinky, but I didn't want to go through the hassle of selling it myself, so just did a straight trade. I do need to pick up some newer pedals though. So right now I'm running a chromatic tuner from Behringer. I'm running a Joyo King of Kings overdrive, and Joyo Uzi. That thing is also old. The MXR noise clamp into the CNZ tremolo, Joyo analog delay, the K-Line Seahawk reverb into a Behringer Ultra chorus. And it's a pretty good setup, man. It lets me get a lot of things, a lot of tones. And that's why so much sounds post-rocky and whatnot, because this is like a good CCM / post-rock, alt-rock board. Dude, so I would be down for that, but I don't think I have a guitar that would accept a pickguard. Like, actually, scratch that. Yes, I do. It's just not put together. It's right there. I was going to say, I don't have one of those, but I do. Give me just 1 second. So, I have this project guitar. It has the hockey stick style head. You can see the neck has been like chewed into. But this is a project guitar I started back in, was it 2017? I think it was like 2017 or 18, or no, not 17. It would have been 2018 or 2019. I think is when we picked it. Yeah, dude. So I got the white primer on it, the white primer paint, and it's still sitting like this. Like, I have different parts and stuff. I agree. I have satin pink spray paint that I'm going to put on this. At least I thought. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to turn it into. But it's made of like MDF. It's not like fancy anything. It's like, it's just rough. The fingerboard, like some of the frets are worn down and whatnot on it. I'm sure it's gonna play amazing when it's done. But yeah, man, I still got it. Still got it. Thing is light as all get out as well. So gotta figure out what to do with the neck as well, because if I remember correctly, I had to sand the neck. Yeah. Because I ended up having to sand the neck because there was so much paint and stuff, I thought. Yeah, it still looks like there's some black flakes in there and all that jazz. But I need to sand it down again, and we should, man. We should build this thing. Oh, dude. First off, I've got to get the bank in order for doing a project like that, because I could only do one project at a time at the moment, and it's mostly getting consumed by by a business, but I think we should do something like something special with that. I don't know what yet, but it could be super cool. I don't want to do something cheesy and like just throw my logo on there. That's a little cheese ball. But like, I don't know. I agree, man. I'll send you photos of it once live is done and we can get some scheming and dreaming going on. Hello to the second person that joined us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If I'm a little bit slow seeing or acknowledging, sometimes I see people pop up and then they go. Or the other thing I've been running into these past couple of days is YouTube and Facebook have been acting a little odd. They haven't been pushing all the notifications out for everything going on. And so I kind of have to stay more um, I have to stay more focused on it. More focused on everything going on. Pardon me. Again, it's been a long day, and it's been a good day. New song went out today from Perceptions album, and Caleb, I'm glad you like the song, man. I put that post in Facebook, seeing if people would be interested in early access club. So far, nothing. So we'll just have to put that one on hold for a while longer, I think. Um, but I'm excited, man. Perceptions is going to be a good album as it keeps coming out. Um, and then just these short songs and whatnot, they are so much fun. They are so much fun. Okay, so yeah, game plan. Tomorrow, I am going to be talking uh, with the screen printer people. You and one other person so far, Caleb. Well, maybe two or three other people. Um, Gonna be talking with screen printing people tomorrow. Hopefully, get good news about the cost of making more shirts here locally. Um, going to be working more on some projects going on with the music side of stuff, uh, getting stuff in order for the next release, and getting stuff ironed out so that when the time comes, I can actually do the shoot. So, one of the next songs that's coming out is going to potentially have a guest on there. Um, I'm currently talking with this person, and hopefully, we're meeting up soon so we can discuss some stuff and get all that going. It's going to be a fun track. It's going to be a very fun track. That's all I'll say. It's not grunge, it's not soft. Like, it might be chill, but oh, it's good. I didn't realize that so many of my friends tend to like the more angsty, like screamo route with my music. And if you know me, if you've interacted with me, um, you already know that I don't really, uh, not really that kind of person in person. Um, but I do like that kind of music. It is fun to make. It's fun to do. So hopefully, some more of that will also be on Perceptions, in addition to some of the short songs and whatnot. So it's gonna be fun. Um, what else was I gonna say? Our next live is probably gonna be either Wednesday or Thursday. Probably Thursday. Um, Friday and Saturday have business I'm taking care of, so I don't know. Um, yeah, Caleb, it's so weird. I'm probably going to be indisposed Friday night or Saturday, We'll see what happens. But we might be able to get a live in on one of those days. And then prayerfully, we'll be able to have another song go up this week. It may not be from Perceptions, but Lord willing, we should have another song go up this week, or at least get really close to going up. If not this week, should be next week, because we've had two songs go up this week already. So mm. Just keep sharing them, please, because that really does help. Uh, it really does help with the algorithm and stuff like that. Pardon me again. I'm just double checking some stuff. Um, yeah, so this next live, I gotta write myself a note, but I want to talk with you guys as well and figure out like what kind of things would you guys like to see as far as like contests or giveaways, things like that. Um, and you can, if you have my, if you have me on social media, feel free to message and whatnot. But I'm trying to get ideas and stuff for like cool ways to give stuff away or get things to people or get people involved. Um, because honestly, it's fun. It's fun giving stuff away. It's fun doing stuff for people and with people. Um, Not just for incentive reasons, but like it really is fun to just do stuff for people. All right. And with that, guys, we've been going for about 52 minutes. I want to say thank you guys so much for hanging with us, hanging with me tonight. Um, I know my better half was not with us tonight. She does come and visit every once in a while and hang with us. But I appreciate you guys for coming, for hanging. Pray you all have a wonderful night, a good week. Just remember, you're not junk, you matter, and Jesus loves you. I'm so excited to see you guys in the next one. Take care, man. Good to see you, Caleb. Second person that's in with us, have a great night, okay? You're all good, man. I'm going to send you those photos once we end. So, everybody, have a great night. We'll see you guys later this week.